아, 한국은 이번에 이제 몇 번째 방문이시고 또 부산도 몇 번째 방문이신지.
Korea, too many times. I can't remember. But Busan twice. I first came in February this year to sign the memorandum of cooperation with the Busan Metropolitan Government, and now this is my second visit.
그리고 이제 이 한국 시장에 새로운 루트로 부산하고 이제 MOU 체결했는데 그 이제 부산에 집중하게 된 배경하고 부산과 협업을 통해서 이루고자 하는 것들 무엇이 있을까요?
Well, I think South Korea is the second largest outbound market in Asia after China. So I think 2018 there were close to 30 million South Koreans that travels out for holiday, and the numbers of South Koreans traveling to Singapore was around 630,000 last year, right? So I think currently our share of the outbound market is there's still room to grow, and we hope that with the new direct flights between Busan and Singapore, that will make air travel more affordable and provide travelers with more options on how they want to fly to Singapore. Which is why I think after the direct air services started, with Silk Air starting in May and Jeju Air in July, we felt that it's quite Silk Air and July was Jeju Air. We felt it was important to really increase our marketing activities in Busan, it being the second largest city in South Korea, so to really drive more awareness and hopefully more interest to travel to Singapore.
2019년도에는 상반기 때는 싱가포르 그 방문한 한국인 수치가 약간 하락되는데 하반기 때는 반등을 노릴 만한 전략이라든지 아니면 2019년 남은 19년에 마케팅 전략이 있는 건가요?
I mean, definitely yes, which is why I think we are holding our largest ever consumer event in South Korea here in Busan. So this weekend we have actually lined up a whole series of very exciting activities, starting with a couple of activations on the beach, where we have Korean celebrities joining hands with us, as well as we have a Singapore food festivals with Paradise Hotel that will run till Sunday, and we also brought mixologists from Singapore as well as DJ for a performance at one of the night spots here in South Korea.
싱가포르는 특히 프로모션하면 미식하고 많이 이렇게 관련돼서 주제를 많이 하는데 싱가포르 미식에 가진 장점을 한번 좀 말씀해 주시겠어요?
I think food is always an easy way for people to connect with different cultures, right? So I think in Singapore, what they can find is really a very good mix of the best of traditional ethnic dishes from the different Singapore communities. As you know, Singapore is made up of three major races, right? The Chinese community, the Malay community, and the Indian community, and of course there's also the Eurasian community. So each of them has got very appealing traditional food, and in Singapore you find the best of all these traditional foods. Yet at the same time, I think we also have a new group of young chefs who are growing up, who are reinterpreting some of these traditional cuisines, adding their own flavors, using different ingredients to present a whole new interpretation of this Singapore food to the world. So I think it's a good mix where you can have really good traditional food as well as new innovation in the culinary scene. So today, for example, at the Singapore Food Festival, we have Chef Wayne Liu from KEK. So his is a 3-generation family who has been running this restaurant business, right? So so he's presenting 5 dishes here. A few are the traditional Singapore favorites like chili crab, which is dishes that his grandfather has perfected. But he's also created his own dishes. For example, the tiger chicken, which is a marriage of tiger beer and chicken, cooked in his own style. So again, I think that gives people a sampling of the different cuisines in Singapore. And on the other spectrum, we have Janice Wong, who has been voted Asia's best pastry chef. So again, I think she's able to marry desserts and arts, to give people a whole new experience in terms of the dessert offerings. So these are just two examples of very fine young chefs that are starting to come up and create a name for themselves.
그리고 이제 좀 시간이 됐지만 이제 트럼프 대통령하고 김정은 위원장하고 이제 싱가포르 센토사 섬에서 회의를 했었는데 그게 이제 관광 활동에 좀 영향을 미쳤는지 특히 이제 한국인은 또 어떻게 영향이 있는지.
I don't have the exact numbers as yet, but I think when we spoke to Capella Hotel, which is really the hotel where the summit took place, I think they were very appreciative of the fact of how the summit has elevated the awareness of the hotel to a global audience, and they're definitely seeing a lot more interest from Americans as well as Korean guests to go to visit Capella Hotel, to take pictures, as well as to maybe even try some of the food that was served during the summit. So I think they're still keeping some of the menu, the food that was served on the menu at the hotel itself. But definitely has been a big boost to Capella Hotel as well as to Sentosa Island and Singapore.
이제 마지막으로 그러면 이제 싱가포르 여행을 준비하고 있는 이제 한국 관광객에게 많이 알려지지 않고 총장님만 아는 어떤 그런 재밌게 즐길 수 있는 아이템이라든지 관광지가 있는지 명소가 있는지 아니면 맛집이라든지.
Maybe the new sort of attraction that just opened in Singapore, which I believe everyone must go, is the Jewel at the Changi Airport. I think that just opened in April, right, this year. Earlier this year. So that is, is a magnificent. It's very hard to describe it because it is really one of a kind. It's like a botanical gardens, like Gardens by the Bay, but with hundreds of shops and restaurants surrounding it. And at the center of that is a very visually arresting rain vortex, right? And I think that's something that you will see to really be wowed by it, right? So I think that's definitely one. It's just outside Changi Airport terminals. So all the 3 terminals, 1, 2, and 3, are connected to the Jewel by a walkway. So for those who are flying in or flying out of Changi Airport, definitely they should spend at least half a day to visit the various attractions at the Jewel itself. Personally, what I like is really a lot of the green spaces, and we have what we call the park connectors in Singapore. So this connects the different green parks and park connectors, right? So one of the best park connectors is the Southern Regis, so which is just really opposite Sentosa Island on Mount Faber. From there, you can actually walk from Mount Faber to a very iconic bridge called Henderson Waves, and then you can almost walk some of the I won't call it mountains because they are quite small hills, right? But to see some of the green spaces in the southern part of Singapore, that's very nice. The other popular green parks to go to is Pulau Ubin, which is an island northeast of Singapore. That again is kept very, very rustic, very green. That's really an experience that people should go to. There is a place called Chek Java, which is a mangrove, sort of a conserved mangrove swamp area, where they can do walks along the broad walks to really see some of the wildlife on the island.
알겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.
Thank you so much. I hope to see you again.